Hello Sagittarius, this is Kathy from Divine Debut. Hope everyone is well. This is your August 2017 love reading. And August is the month of eclipses, dear Sagittarius. There's major shifts going on. The energies are very, very strong this month. And the eclipse outcomes will be panning out for a while to come. Okay, so today is actually the day of the full moon, the first lunar eclipse. The first eclipse, which is a lunar eclipse, okay, in Leo. And being a full moon, I know that the energies are really, really strong. There is a strong intuition for everyone. Your dreams are going to be very potent. Actually, last night, amazing, the dream that I had, I thought, okay, that's the eclipse. So, dear Sagittarius, I think that the energies of the eclipses are very, very important. So I thought that it was very special doing the readings on the full moon, lunar eclipse, and I've already done a few already, the ones that have been posted already, which is Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio were done last night. So it was one day before the eclipse. For those of you that are watching other signs, do know that it is a very sensitive time. So, you know, check out the videos. Don't forget to watch your sun, rising, and moon sign for more clarity. And I've pre-shuffled for you, but I will do so. There are the eclipses. Nearly all the signs have got the tower, and you just watched it drop out. Uranus is actually retrograde as we speak. It has been for about a week. So everyone seems to be getting the tower. And they are the major shifts that are happening for everyone. North Node is in Leo, and the South Node is in Aquarius. So the North Node is, you know, we're supposed to be moving into the energy of Leo and doing things the way Leo does them. And what is Leo? They're all about the heart, all about joy, creativity, children, romance, true love. So I'm wishing you all the best for these eclipses for the month of August. Let's go on to your reading, dear universe. Spirit guides and angels, can we show Sagittarius, give them a hint? Of course, this is a general reading, but the messages will be, if not exactly on point for everyone, the messages should be quite similar. Of course, things, you know, the spread will be affecting everyone in a different way or in a different area of their life. So, Sagittarius, August 2017, dear universe. Please give me clarity for my Sagittarius people. Okay, we've got the Hermit, and that is the card of Virgo. Scorpio also had the Hermit. I think it was at the bottom of the deck, which I did last night. The Hermit is a major arcana card. It's a very spiritual card as well. So the High Priestess is very prominent as well. She's all about the moon, and what more appropriate at this time. The High Priestess, another major arcana. Your crossing card, and you can see Venus in the background there. Dear Aphrodite, she's grown for those of you that are cat lovers. Miss Cheeky. Okay, this is the Six of Cups, and that is your challenge card, okay? My darling. She's looking out the window. Okay, the Three of Pentacles is in the distant past. The Three of Wands is in the recent past. Your crowning position is the Two of Pentacles. In the future position, near future position, we have the Ace of Pentacles. In the advice position and how people see you is the Six of Pentacles. And I'm using the Morgan-Greer Tarot this month. In the environment position, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. Scorpio also had the same card in the same spot. In the hopes and fears, we've got the Sun card, and I think that they had that as well. If it wasn't Scorpio, it was Libra, the sign before that. In the same position it was. And the outcome card is the Moon. I will take two cards for clarification. We have the Five of Pentacles, and I'm sorry to see that card here. And the Four of Cups. Okay, at the bottom of the deck I said is the Hermit. And let's see what's beneath that. Hi, dear. Hi, darling. Beneath that is the Ten of Wands. So, heavy burden, dear Sagittarius. But tens are all about completion. So it sounds as though you've been burdened. You've gone through a hard time. But 10 means that you're going to release these wands. It's the end of this difficult time. And you are looking for answers for your life in relation to your love life. And let's not forget that we did have the Tower fall out as I was shuffling. So major shifts, but always know that shifts are there. It's the universe reacting, acting on our behalf, hoping to straighten things out for us and bring us more abundance. Now, okay, we've got a few signs here. We've got the card of Virgo, which is the Hermit. The High Priestess is also Virgo or Pisces. No Venus. No. No. I'm going to pick you up. Okay. Here we are. Oops. Hello. Hello, everyone. Down you go. I've got work to do. There you go. Good girl. Okay, so as I was saying, we've got Virgo and Pisces so far. We've also got the card of Leo. That's the Sun card. And we also have the card of Cancer, which is the Moon. Okay, because Cancer is ruled by the Moon, and Cancer is the fourth house. So this is in relation to your home and your stability. Anything to do with a home. So the High Priestess says that you've got a very strong intuition at this time, dear Sagittarius, okay? Very strong intuition. But the High Priestess is all about matters that are hidden as well. So there is something that either you don't know and you're hoping to find out in relation to something that is hidden, or you are holding the secrets and your partner does not know. Okay, so my intuition is telling me that you have got something inside of you, something that you are holding back on, not letting people know, and maybe it's just come to me, maybe it is a secret love. And the challenge is the Six of Cups, which says that it's a very deep spiritual bond, because we've got the High Priestess, we've also got the Hermit, okay? And the Six of Cups is, you know, it could be a past life relationship, soulmate relationship, someone from your past, from a previous life for those of you who believe in reincarnation. Or for those of you that don't believe in that, then this is someone from your past. So your challenge is to find your balance, because sixes are all about balance within a relationship that is very strong, one where there is a very deep understanding between you and your partner. There is a deep mutual understanding. And because it is a spiritual connection, there is communication through telepathy or, you know, synchronicities. Do take note of things that happen, signs that are given to you from the universe, which indicate something for you, specifically for you. And the universe does work in those ways. Now, in the recent past, we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is, it is usually a card of work. But many times I've noticed recently and in this month that we seem to be getting the Three of Pentacles with the Hermit and with the High Priestess. So that's a very big message. It's a very strong message, that is. And because if you notice in this card, the Three of Pentacles is where a technician is working, you know, very, he's doing a wonderful job. He's building a church, or he's perfecting, you know, a church. We all know that in churches, you know, there is a lot of detail, and there's a lot of beauty that is put into these sacred houses, the houses of God. So you're either perfecting something very well, you know, you're putting in a lot of hard work, or this is, speaking of relationships, threes are, you know, a love triangle. It could be three people that are involved, and that's why there is secrecy here with a High Priestess. And also, as I said, this is a very deep spiritual connection, and when it's showing the church, this says to me that it is a spiritual bond. It has got to do with faith, this spiritual bond, or for others of you, you could be dealing with someone at work. You could be in a relationship and there is someone at your employment that is probably a secret. If it's not a love affair already, if nothing has happened and you've just got your eye on someone and your heart yearns for someone, then that could be the case as well. For everyone, it's going to be different. So we've got a 3 here. We've got another 3 here. We've got the 3 of Wands. And this is your energy. You are Wands, right? The 3s speak of expansion. As I said, 3s in the tarot also speak of an outsider coming into a partnership, an existing partnership. So the 3 of Wands is hoping, yearning, waiting for something to come in, for someone to come in. Now, 3s are all about expansion, so it's a positive note in the sense that there is growth there, okay? And if you do notice here, this person, this man has turned his back on one of these wands. So it looks as though things are not too stable. There is a lack of communication here, a lack of inspiration, and a lack of passion within probably an existing relationship, and that's where, you know, that's the natural progression, the natural evolution to not having passion and not being on the same page with your partner, it's like a door is open for someone else to walk through. So for those of you that are about to step into a situation like that, do know that a lot is going to happen, and there is going to be clarity with the full moon, because we've got the moon as the outcome. And as I said, I mentioned the signs already. Virgo would be the earth sign. I don't think I'm talking about any other earth sign because I don't have any cards for those. But Virgo, Cancer, and Leo. And your romantic love interest could have, you know, as their moon sign, rising sign, and sun sign, they could have Cancer, Leo, and Virgo, okay? Or your existing partner, for those of you that are already partnered, could be with a Virgo, because we do have the Hermit here. And the Hermit is someone who's trying to be enlightened. This Hermit, this spiritual person, is looking into his lantern. He's looking for answers. So there could be an indication that someone's partner is alarmed. They have an indication that there is an outsider coming into their relationship, and they may be literally looking for answers. They could be searching the internet. They could be, you know, just doing detective work. So for those of you that are in a situation like that, do know that with the full moon, clarity is brought forward. Things are eclipsed out of our life, what is not working for us. So take care, because, as I said, the moon is what brings things to light. And as you can see, this is a full moon. You know, the full moon looks down at the earth and shines upon, it lights up everything and shows you the path forward, as you can see here, right? So be careful, okay, because Leo is all about, Leo again is all about clarity, right? Leo is the sun. So that's clarity, vitality, joy, happiness. But it's also, the sun can burn, okay? And the sun is in conjunction with Mars. Mars is actually so close to the sun that it's actually, it's not visible, right? So putting Mars and the sun together speaks of fire, a lot of fire. And that's what the tower also shows. It shows, you know, a lightning strike, which puts the tower on fire. It sets it on fire. Be careful, to those of you that have got things hidden, okay? So the crowning card is the Two of Pentacles, and the twos always speak of, yes, a relationship. Also, it could be making a decision in between two people. It could be juggling two relationships, or it just could mean, you know, being very busy, right? I see the Two of Pentacles many times. It's as though, you know, you're juggling. You're doing a juggling act where you're thinking, okay, this person is like this, that person is like that. You're adding up the positives and the negatives of each person. So you are looking at things closely at this time. Obviously, there hasn't been a decision taken here, a decision made. So sometimes with the eclipses, we don't really have time to make a decision, but the universe serves us with what it thinks is the right thing for us. So whether we have to go through negative aspects, difficult situations, to get through to something that is more positive, that could be the case for some of you. Okay, in the near future, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles are all about stability, groundedness, new beginnings, something that is tangible, physical, on the physical realm, right? This could be a new relationship. This could be a new job. It could be someone who is popping the question, you know, proposing. It could be a proposal. It could be a child. It could be anything really. And I will be taking some more cards on this. And it is a pentacle. So for some of you, and quite strongly, for those of you that are involved with a Virgo, okay, and that those people who, there could be a minor amount of you that are involved with another earth sign. Even though I don't have indications here, we've still got pentacles. We've got the 1, 2, and 3. And then we've got the 6 and the 9. There are quite a few pentacles. And the 5, okay? So, as I said, for everyone it's going to be different. Whatever the case, there is a new doorway here, okay? You're going through a new door. A new path is opening up for you, Sagittarius. Now, in the advice position and how people see you, this is the 6 of Pentacles. And the 6s are all about balance. We've got 2 6s. 6s are very positive numbers in the tarot. Very positive. Now, if we add 6 and 6, it's 12. 1 and 2 is 3. Again, we've got expansion here. And again, it could be 3 people. So just keep that in mind. Now, the 6 of Pentacles is a card that usually speaks of having enough and being able to give to the needy, to the people who have a lack of finances, a lack of anything, even spirituality. Pentacles also speak of spirituality because giving is not only on the physical side of things. It's a way of giving love, you know. Pampering someone is what life is all about. Giving is a very, very important deed. And when we're able to do so, it's as though, you know, we are opening our heart up to the universe. The universe will be there in turn for us. What you give out is what you will receive. Okay, so sometimes in the Rider-Waite Tarot, we see that one person is receiving more than the other. But usually the 6 of Pentacles to me says that there will be a giving and receiving. Giving and then receiving, okay? An equal balance of that. Because we've got the scales here and the scales are Libra, right? Now, Jupiter is in Libra, so Jupiter is trying to bring in the balance for everyone. And also, those of you that are involved with a Virgo, Jupiter is actually in Virgo's 2nd house of earned income. So for those of you that are dealing with someone at work, okay, that's the message for you. Now, in the environment position, we've got the 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles speaks of abundance. It speaks also of solidarity. This person is very abundant financially, but they're on their own. You know, they have received the fruits of their labor. They are enjoying those, but they're not enjoying a relationship, an equilibrium, you know, a partnership that is suited to them. Maybe this is someone who is very, very career orientated and they just haven't had time, you know, to look at their personal life. But nevertheless, this is the environment position, so just know that this is external to you. In the hopes and fears position, we've got the Sun card. Just a moment, please. I'll be right back. Okay, as I was saying, the Sun card here is the card of Leo, and this is in your hopes and fears position. The Sun card is, as I said earlier, vitality. Could be, could have to do with children, creativity, joy, happiness, any creative ventures, right? And Leo is all about the self. That's where we're supposed to be moving into. We're supposed to be taking care of ourselves at this point in time. For the next year and a half, that's what is most important, and that's where we're supposed to be heading to. So the universe is saying it's time to take care of yourself. And then once we are happy, we've put ourselves first for once, then it's, we can help others. It's very important to nurture ourselves, otherwise we can't nurture others. But in this Morgan-Greer tarot that I'm using this month, we've got this couple here, they're looking into each other's eyes. So this card in particular speaks of, partnership, romance, true love, and that's what Leo is all about as well. So it looks as though for some of you, you have found your soul's other half, and it's probably the first time that's happened to you, and it's something that is very different. So it's a very important time in your lives for those of you that this reading is resonating with, okay? Because this is a very, very strong bond here, very strong. And sometimes relationships like these and soulmate relationships can be so overbearing that it's just impossible to get away from. It is what it is. And karma is something that we cannot move away from. It is what is in the stars. So, and soulmate relationships are not forever many times, right? Usually, if it is a relationship from a past life, then there are things that need to be clarified, things that need to be looked at and resolved, okay? So, with the moon card as the outcome card, now we've got the moon and the sun, just look at that, and that's what these eclipses are all about, the moon and the sun. So your reading is right on point, right on point. And both eclipses are going to be important for everyone. So the moon says that there is lack of clarity, there is a high intuition, you're in a state of high intuition with a high priestess and the moon card here. But the moon also, as I said before, could be bringing you clarity on or around the full moon. Before, I can see that there has been a feeling of lack because this is a five of Pentacles. Again, there is a church here, right? Which says that this is a blessing in disguise, really. And as we've got like with the Three of Pentacles, again, there is a church here. And I did say that some of you may be dealing with someone at work. It looks as though there has been a feeling of lack, okay? Now, this could be from your partnership, for those of you that are partnered, or this could be your new romantic interest that is conflicted, I should say, because it's a five. Fives are all about conflicts, but it is a change because fives are also about external change, external circumstances coming in to change the situation. Okay, but then we've got the Four of Cups, and fours are all about our home, our stability. Remember before how I said that the moon is Cancer, and Cancer is about the fourth house. Cancer rules the fourth house, which is our home. Now we've got two fours here. Okay, two fours are an eight. Eights are all about balance. They're all about positivity here. So whatever the news is, whatever shows up for you, whatever comes to light is not going to be that bad after all, because the four is usually, many tarot readers say that it's the card of boredom. For me, I don't like to use that term at all. I don't see it like that at all. It is never boring when we are offered a cup. This is the Ace of Cups. But in this tarot deck, as you could see, it's a little bit in the distance, which says that either it's been done, this offer has come forth in the past, in the recent past, but maybe this person was not able at the time to accept this offer. And here in the front, we've got the Three of Cups. Again, we've got a 3. Even though Three of Cups could mean a celebration, and this could be a double whammy of a meaning, this Four of Cups. But I will be pulling some more cards to, for a bit more clarity. Okay, first I'd like to look at the environment position as I usually do, because that is external influences coming in. Oops, okay. We've got one card that's flipped open, and that is the Fool. The Fool card, this is a new journey. This is taking a leap of faith and taking a risk moving forward. It's a new spiritual journey. It's a brand new beginning, okay? A brand new beginning means that you've gone through the lessons, or you are going through the lessons, and you will be beginning a brand new journey. Okay, whatever the case is, there is a risk being taken here. Someone, and I'm not reading reversals, someone could say that this person is acting foolishly. They're not looking at the consequences. They're not taking care. They're just jumping forward, moving into the future without thinking about who they've left behind, the circumstances, and the consequences. So the Fool is also Mercury. Okay, this is the card of Mercury, and Mercury has just turned retrograde in Virgo. In Virgo. So for some of you, those of you that are dealing with a Virgo, because many times also the Nine of Pentacles is said to be the card of Virgo, because Virgo is very hardworking, and it's not that really all the earth signs are hardworking. I think it's because in the Rider-Waite tarot, it has a woman that's very beautiful. She's wearing a beautiful gown, etc. And Virgo is the feminine, a very feminine energy, right? It is, it's the Virgin. So for those of you that are involved with a Virgo, or even with another earth sign, more prominent though Virgo, I said, this new beginning could be taking place around the 9th of September, because that's when Mercury starts to move direct, okay? So okay. I'd like to look at this Ace of Pentacles. Also, I was just noticing here the flowers blooming, okay? The flowers are blossoming. So for those of you that are in the southern hemisphere, we could be talking about the new beginning in spring, which is again September, and that's when Mercury again moves forward. And the Ace of Rods, a lot of passion, 2 aces, that is a force to be dealt with. Who can stop you with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands? There is a lot of energy here, a lot. Sagittarius, you are a fire sign, right? You're all about fire, and you feel very strongly about this new beginning, very strongly indeed. Now, the Wands Many times they speak of passion, you know, sexual drive, pushing forward, something that's it's like you're on fire, okay? Like you're on fire. And I just wanted to mention that Saturn being in your sign, Saturn is actually retrograde, okay, and it will be for a little while longer. So it's giving you the chance to, you know, revamp things, redo things. You know, it's loosening up its tie, its stern a personality, I should say, because Saturn is a very difficult and very difficult planet, which is very, very domineering. It's very strict, and it does not give you much of a chance. You've got to do things the right way, otherwise they don't get done. if you're not coming from your highest self, if you're not standing in your dignity, Saturn will not let you move forward. Okay, so I'd like to look at the offer, of course, the Four of Cups and the Moon. Another ace. Wow, Sagittarius. What can I say? This is finding out the truth. The truth coming to light. Remember how I said that the High Priestess is holding her cards close to her chest. Whether it's you that's been holding on to some sort of secret, it is coming to light. Or if it's your partner that's been holding back on information, the information will be found out. If this is your partner that has been looking for clues, that has an idea that there is a problem, there is a rat in their house or in their life, be careful. This is clarity. And it's also, the Ace of Swords also many times speaks of cutting something away. And that is what eclipses are all about. So this is beginnings and endings. For everyone, it's going to be different. It's also a card of success. So the success could speak in many different ways. For each and every one of you, it can be different. So we've got three aces. What does that tell you? That, to me, says that there is brand new beginnings. As I said, beginning in many different ways. Beginning in a stable way, in a passionate way, in a very creative way, in a very passionate way, and with clarity. The only ace now that is missing is the Ace of Cups. I would like to take another card, and that is on the High Priestess. Now, to the single people out there, as I said, Virgo is very prominent. Also Cancer. And also Leo, okay? We've got those three different signs. And as I said, it could be Moon, Sun, or Rising. One card, please, with the High Priestess and the Six of Cups. And we've got the Eight of Swords, mental prison. Okay, a lot of worry and anguish here, but it is all up in your head. You are not in a prison. You are able to move forward. Now, as you can see, this woman is blindfolded, right? She is blindfolded, so there is lack of information here. And that's why she's having trouble moving forward. So she's up in her head. Everything's up in her head. usually we say with this card that it's not as bad as you think. It's a mental prison. It's not really the case, though. It's not in the physical world. This person is not bound, okay? There is the freedom of choice and the will to move forward if you ground yourself, okay? You need to ground yourself, because this is like, you know, the eight swords up in your head. Can you imagine 8 different ideas, 8 different fears, and fears are all over here because we've got the moon, we've also got the Ace of Swords, because, as I said, swords are all about our intellect, right? And having the Ace of Swords there with the moon, it could be fear that's holding you guys back. There is no point in living with fear. Okay, let me just take one more card, and that's on the 3 of Wands over here, which is in the recent past. We've got the King of Swords here. Okay, now this is an air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And we also had, as I said, I mentioned before, Libra here. So that could be important for some of you. Whatever the case, this is someone who is a very intellectual sort of a person. They're very intelligent, you know, yet they use their mind. They don't use their heart. They don't move forward in relation to their emotions. Emotions come second. To them, what is most important is the facts. And now this King of Swords is someone who has got a very big sword there, and it reminds me of this situation here. Now, could some of you be leaving behind an air sign? Could that be the case? Because, as I was mentioning before, with this card, there is a new relationship here. This person has turned his back on one of the wands, right? And look at these cards as they show up. He's got his back turned to this king. Anyway, I'm going to take some Sibillas. So some of you may be closing the door on an air sign. And the King of Swords could also be a solicitor, a lawyer, a judge. Could the King of Swords be a detective? Please let me know. Okay, I'm going to take some Sibillas on the outcome here. I'd like to see what's going on there. Okay, we've got militare. This is the person who's on a mission. Okay, this is the soldier who does not let people know of what the mission is all about. There is secrecy here, and it's an uphill battle as well. He's out to accomplish something, right? Bambino. Bambino is something new. This could be a literal child. Whatever the case, there is something new coming here, but it's not going to be easy. And then we have the leggerezza, which is lightness of the heart. This could be a form of transformation. And sometimes that they do say that this card is a card of sexuality, a card of passion, right? So for those of you that are moving forward in a new relationship and closing the door on something from your past, someone from your past, For some of you, there is a child involved here, and we do have the card of Leo, which is all about the 5th house, and that's children. The Sospiri is like the 3 of Wands, hoping and wishing and waiting for your ships to come in. I didn't say which card I would look at, so I'll just leave that up there. I would like to look now at the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Rods. What is this new beginning? Okay, Morte, which is the card of Scorpio. There is transformation here. Amica, which is the card of harmony. And again, this is like the card of Libra. But this is a confidant, a best friend. And then we've got Nemica. Nemica, which is the female enemy. So we've got 2 females here. And if you look at these cards, they're looking at each other. One of them cannot be trusted, okay? She's quite evil, okay? So these are 2 very polar opposites, you know, totally opposite. Let me take one more card. And this could mean, actually, this could mean as well that because there is a transformation, it could mean that this Nemica, this female enemy, could be transforming into harmony, into someone who's going to be, you know, balanced, someone that's going to be really nice, you know, someone you can trust. Whatever the case, the transformation here is the card of Scorpio. So in the time of Scorpio, or the time of Libra, there could be new beginnings, different for everyone. One more card, and that's the Donato. And this is like the Ace of Pentacles. We've got 2 Ace of Pentacles here, right? So this is stability. But for those of you that have got someone like this in your lives, do be careful, because this person cannot be trusted, okay? And they might be out for your finances. They might be in your life in relation to your finances, you know, because you've got the safe here. This is your stability card, right? Okay, I would like to just look at now the Fool card here with the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Gran Signore, which is the VIP royal person, very abundant. This to me many times speaks of Taurus. I've heard other tarot readers call it the card of Cancer. So this could be a Cancerian or a Taurian, sun, moon or rising. Then we have the Superbia, again abundance, something wonderful and superb, very egotistical this card can be. Okay, because this speaks of royalty. Okay, and royalty is all about Regulus. Regulus is the fixed star, which is in Leo. Okay, and it's the card of royalty and of people that are of a high rank, people that are royal, people that are leaders, right? And that speaks of a lot of abundance, Regulus does. I think it's being activated because, you know, the North Node is in Leo. Everything is in Leo right now. So this could be major abundance coming into your lives. That's wonderful to see. And Gran Consolazione, one of the most popular and most beautiful cards in the Sibillas. It's everything that you need. You have everything that you need. Everything. And you get your partner as well because of the Gran Signore. Okay, you are taking a leap of faith and it's going to work out really well for you. Okay. Now, my dear Sagittarians, I'm going to take 3 cards from the Lenormand for a little bit more clarity. If we were talking about a financial reading here, career-based, beautiful, absolutely, prosperity all over the reading. But because it's a love reading, even with so many pentacles and prosperity, it speaks of love. It speaks of happiness. And that's what Leo is all about. Let me see the 3 Lenormand cards for Sagittarius, what they are. Okay, we've got the gentleman here, the man. Okay, for those females out there, this is your partner. Okay, for the men that are watching, this is you. Okay. And then we've got the child, something new. Remember how I said there could be a literal child involved here? But the child is a card of innocence, a card of trust. It reminds me very much of the 6 of Cups. And as I said, Leo is all about children. And then, oh goodness, who got this card? Who got this card? I think Scorpio got this card, the rod. So to me, this energy, because this could speak of arguments, I'd like to actually read from the book for you. My intuition is telling me that this card means that some of you are, it's like the 5 of rods for me. It's as though you are conflicted, okay? There are conflicts here. Maybe having difficulty in making a decision and then moving forward. So let me see what that card says. Okay, conflict and discord are making an appearance, perhaps in the form of family arguments. What it will be about is shown by the surrounding cards. This card also refers to chronic sickness and fever. Even though we didn't have any cards really of sickness and of fever, chronic sickness, no. Even though we do have the death card here, but it's not about sickness, right? Possibly you will have a lawsuit to deal with. However, it may also refer to unexpected but positive events that are about to take place. Okay, now, as I said, there could be children involved. There may be arguments in relation to the children, but also it could be unexpected positive events. So I hope that this reading spoke to most of you, to a lot of you, if not most of you. Do check out your moon and your rising sign videos as well. Dear Sagittarius, I do wish you all the best. I hope that August is a fruitful month for you and that if you are meant to change your path, that your path forward is a very positive one. Okay, do take care. Look after yourselves, and I'll be back as soon as I possibly can. My love to all of you, and of course, I'm sending my blessings to all of you. Keep well. Bye-bye.